Riders and Pillions, welcome back to the second channel. Why are you laughing? Oye. Riders and Pillions, welcome back to the second episode. I'm with Kabelo, the Wheelie King, the founder of the Wheelie King Riding Academy, stunt rider, stunt actor, and a safety ambassador in Bikeville. So, Kaybee, what first drew you into bikes and stunts?
Okay. What really caught my attention into biking and stunting?
Yes.
Okay. Started riding bicycles at an early age. With bicycles comes stunts.
Okay.
So I was stunting at the bicycle and not.
Yeah.
And at a young age, I got the bike.
Okay.
Okay. Up until I got where I could afford to buy myself, my own motorcycle.
Okay.
So I took that experience, stunting from bicycles,
Okay.
and then took it to motorcycles. That's how I got into stunting and bike.
Okay. So, is there any specific rider or a particular rider which drew your attention actually?
Into stunting?
Yes.
Not a rider or a stunt rider per se. You still remember the 2003 movie, Biker Boys?
No, I'm not the movie person. I'm not the movie person. I just know the name of the Biker Boys, but
You should
I don't
watch
know.
it.
Okay.
It what got me into stunting.
Okay.
Used to watch that movie more than maybe 5 times a day.
Is it?
So yeah, that's how I got into stunting and whatnot.
Okay. So, in terms of stunting, have you ever been in an accident while stunting, or any dangerous activity while stunting?
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Here's something that you need to realize, or you need to make peace with.
Yes.
When it comes to stunting, you are bound to fall. You are bound to break bones.
Okay.
So yeah, I have. The fact that you are not falling, it means you are not pushing yourself hard enough.
Okay. So, stunts comes with falling, breaking bones. It's
That
part
is
of
a
the package.
Yeah. There's no
Okay.
way in which you can shy away from it.
Finding Wheelie Kings Academy, Riders Academy, it's a very bold move, and I think so far it's actually one of the best riding academy that I know of. So, what really inspired you to start the Wheelie Kings Academy, and what's your mission with the academy?
What inspired me to start the academy?
Yes.
There's 2 things that inspired me. When I got into biking, unity was still there.
Okay.
So we had an opportunity of absorbing knowledge, skill, and whatnot. People were not selfish about it.
Okay.
Okay. And another thing that inspired me is my ex-wife.
Okay.
So I took my ex-wife to a certain riding school. She went there for a day. It was like for a day. From what time was it? I think from 8 o'clock up until 3 o'clock. You pay 2.5 for one day. She went there the whole day, and then when she came back, I gave her the bike. Let me see what you were doing. What I saw, it made me laugh.
Yeah.
So
I hope she didn't fall.
nah, she didn't. But yeah, nele matata, like nele matata. So I had to teach her from scratch.
Okay.
So, and you know, teaching your partner is very hard because women, they tend to battle. So I was patient enough with her, and then I was able to teach her.
Okay.
That's how it brought out the thing, yeah, okay, I can do this.
Okay.
That's how I started the academy. You know, to really joke, but yeah.
Yeah. Then from there you started with classes, then people.
Yeah.
Okay. So who was your first, maybe let's say, a good client or your first paid client? Actually? Yes, if you still remember.
After you're taking me back to 2016.
Yeah.
So 2016 is very far.
Okay.
I don't wanna lie. I guess I will pull up 2016.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you really wish or hope that students or your learners that come into Wheelie Riders Academy, that they take beyond riding skills?
Your question is a little tricky for me, but here's the thing. For me to start the academy, it was not about money. Yes. So it was to transfer a skill and try to lessen the accidents that we wanna. If you can check, we are bearing more blacks over whites. Yes. Because of Raratao Katari corner. So I try by all means to give or transfer knowledge to my students, aka learning throughout my riding years. Okay. So I try by all means fully equipped, even though you learn every day. Yes. Even today I still learn. Every ride is a different ride. So you learn from every ride. So I try by all means to give them what I know. Okay. And I try to encourage them fairer, always try to learn new things every day.
They must not after.
Remember, comfort zone is very dangerous.
So what was your first stunt that you ever mastered, and how did it feel that you have mastered that stunt?
Okay, we're not talking about bicycle, we're talking about motorcycle. Yes. Right? Yes. Okay, the first stunt that I've mastered, yes, should be wheelie. Okay. Yeah, it should be wheelie, because I started car wheelie Billy, and then some they followed after. Okay.
Okay, so how did it feel actually that you've mastered a wheelie? I do believe that we've been wheeling a bicycle, and then now you were able to wheelie a motorbike. How did it feel that you first mastered the wheelie on a motorbike?
Okay, the fact that I've been trying and trying. Bike, so it was a big achievement. Okay. So you know the excitement there, the achievement. Okay. That's why they ended up calling me Wheelie King.
Is it? Oh, okay. So out of interest sake, how many bikes have you tried to master before you can master the wheel?
Sure. Yeah. Over 4.
All yours? Yeah, no. Must stay away.
Not really must stay away. Remember, some of us, when we were learning, it was those things so it was trial and errors. So no sna so yeah. Okay. For no, I don't think besides outside of the academy, but that's why the and whatnot, so that people can avoid the mistakes that I did.
Okay. So how long did it take you to master the wheel after so many try and error and new rigging bikes?
How long did it take me to master? I don't know. 3 years. Yeah, I think 3 years.
To finally master it, or you are now here and master.
Yeah, 3 years. Because After I think 2 years and 6 months, I met this other guy, Kiniko. He's the one who was taking me under his wing and sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So yeah, it took me long
to finally master because no one taught you and up until you made with Nico. What's the most dangerous stunt you've ever performed?
Dangerous. I'll look say stand on its own is danger.
Yeah.
But yeah, like on its own it's danger. Or we could put it like this: the craziest.
The craziest.
Yeah, I think so. Because danger, stand on its own, it's danger.
Okay.
That's why it's illegal to perform it on a public road. Right, the craziest. Or if it's a high chair. High chair is you sit on the tank and then mount our over the handlebars.
Okay. And
then you pop a wheel one onto them go.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you performing that the craziest stunt you ever performed, what goes into preparation of that stunt?
It's not really about to prepare. It's all about practicing. Practice makes you get rid of the fear. And then when you do it, you just do it. You don't prepare.
Okay. So you mean that you always, let's say maybe if there is a standing event or a shoot, you just maybe have how long, maybe a week or a day or two for you to prepare if you know that there's a specific stunt that you want to pull off? Or you mean that along your years of experience?
No. Remember while we were asking me questions, we spoke about comfort zone.
Yes.
Being dangerous. So what's happening is I never stop practicing. Even if given I don't stop practicing. Because you stop practicing, that's where danger comes.
Okay. You still practice wheelie even up today?
Yes.
You want to pull wheelie for 120 Ks now?
No, it's remember any skill you sharpen it every day. It's one alone one. How can say a year or someone? How don't want more? You matter. So you need to practice almost every day, so that you and the bike you become one.
So does it really? Yeah, actually, this came into my mind now that doing a wheelie on maybe less than 600 cc and on a 600 and above cc or any type of stunt, is there any different? And what's the difference if it's there?
Okay. You're talking about types of bikes. So the only difference about bikes is the power deliverance.
Okay.
Yeah. So the more bike it becomes powerful, it becomes simple to wheelie.
Okay.
The lesser power you have in your car, certain things so that but once it reaches balancing point, everything feels the same.
Okay. Because most people they say, "Hey, better buy a small bike, 150 cc, try a wheel on it, and you'll just try it on your bigger bike." But those two bikes are actually two different bikes. So yeah.
Okay. Here's another thing. Remember, a smaller bike is more forgiving over a bigger bike. So learning from a smaller bike to a bigger bike, when learning from a smaller bike, it will do more good for you over doing it on a bigger bike. Bigger bike is not forgiving. One silly mistake, you are out. So
I wanted a correction.
Smaller bike, it offers you that luxury or you can walk away from a silly mistake than a bigger bike.
Okay.
So it's best to start small.
As a stunt actor, do you prefer a camera or stunt or stunt show?
Okay. Stunt show, camera. Okay. Remember, camera is something else. Lay life. People clapping hands, it hypes you.
Okay.
And then co-cameraing, it's something else because with alarm, you need to follow a script, and then but while lazy, you need to do what someone has wrote more fast. So you need to, there's certain things you need to follow, and then doing at the show, you're on your own. You can freestyle whatever we want.
Okay.
So I would say live over directing it.
You prefer live over camera. Okay. So you mean that when you are on a camera actually, or when you are recording for a film, they do even script that you have to pull maybe let's say that you're pulling a wheelie at a certain point, then to a certain degrees. Do those things count, or what normally takes?
No,
to take into
it doesn't really count, but you need to do it. I don't know if I put this camera perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to actually to sell it to them.
Okay.
Like I say, it can make a sense.
Yeah.
So when I again, you need to also play it safe. So there's always someone watching you. Hey, what's that? While go show you are freestyling, you are on your own. You are able to go beyond.
Okay. So while you're on that, do you know any of stunt shows, like strictly stunt, not the bike rallies around Gauteng or around South Africa that are coming, or are you planning to host one through Wheelie Kings?
Okay. There is one coming November, but it go Cape Town. But I can't say Libizola again.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is one coming.
All right, you'll be judging, not stunt. What kind of mindset does a rider need to practice and safely perform stunts?
Mindset.
Yes.
How do I put this in a simple way? One, remember when you're practicing,
Yes.
you need to make peace with falling.
Okay.
You can fall at any given time. And also you need to be also willing to go beyond your limitations.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever you're standing or practicing, fear, you put it away. You need to go full force.
Okay, so is it part of the package of at Wheelie Kings Academy that as a rider, I do believe that maybe some they come with as a beginner riders, but those who come to learn the stunt sides of riding, do you teach them this mindset that they must just put the fear aside and they must not fear to drop their bikes or the bike that they'll be standing with?
Because remember, it's one other riding. When you're riding, you must leave out the doubts and also the fear you're dropping the bike. You fearing to drop your bike, it's when things will go sideways.
Attracting the energy.
So I try by all means to teach them that you need to allow yourself to do certain mistakes. You need to allow yourself to come to a point whereby when it's time to drop a bike, you need to drop it. I like to try and save it. You can't really save a bike. Let's say 1,000cc. It weighs more than you and I.
Yes.
So even if if your knight wants to do a certain thing, it will do it. So there will come a time when you need to eject, and then your knight's am. So yeah.
Okay. So basically, I say in any given situation when you're on a motorbike, maybe let's say there's a situation that you see that there's nothing that you can do anymore. They don't have any exit point that you can take or any risk mitigation strategy that you might use. You might just allow yourself to eject off the bike and let it go. And
it's very important. That will save you. Because remember, what kills you is what stops it suddenly.
Yes.
So yeah. Best thing, bike is a mile one, you're not a mile one.
Do you think anyone can learn stunting, or does it take a certain personality to learn stunts?
With the right mindset, anyone can do anything. It's all about practice. Even though some, they might find it easy, or they might catch up very fast, and then some will catch up slow. But with practice and right mindset, anyone can do it.
Okay. So what's the I would say the biggest or the often or the usual mistake that beginners usually make?
Wait, which beginners? The riders or the stunters?
For now, let's stick to, let's say, start with stunt riders and the riders.
Okay, sure.
The straight line hooligans like us.
A common mistake,
yes,
that riders do, beginner wheelers do, it's not covering the rear brake.
Okay.
The rear brake, it's your make it or break it.
So when you're wheeling, you need to also, as part of the wheeling, you need to also apply the rear brake, and at the return, it's a good ratio to it also.
Because remember, rear brake, it stops you from looping the bike.
Okay. And then while you're on that, because I see usually some of the wheelers, they usually maybe lower the pressure on their wheels. Does it have any much different, or is it safe to lower the rear pressure, the rear wheel pressure, if you are an often wheeler, and then even sometimes just ride with that pressure? Is it safe and is it okay?
It depends on the type of pressure you are using, but the lesser pressure you have on your tire, it helps the tire to have more contact surface, and then the bike becomes stable. So it is important to lower the tire pressure.
Okay. So even if the pressure is lowered, is it okay to ride with it, like on a day-to-day?
Like I say, it will depend on which pressure. Okay, normally I go on 200 psi. When I know what and then the devil might catch up with me around the way, I'll be able to pop up and do what now. I'm always on 200 psi. It allows me to lean, and also it allows me to be stable while wheeling. But let's say we are in a competition, I go much lower, because we'll be going slow than here will Osama.
Okay. So 200 front and back, or only front?
Okay. Now I go 200 front and back because of I wheelie, gets a lady end. So I need more grip.
There's often criticism in standing on the street. So how do you balance between promoting safety and promoting the sport?
Catch 22.
What is catch 22?
I get home, I'm shot. Why I have a lot? Why well I'm lot? Okay. Here's the thing. According to the law of the road, it is type of danger, and also illegal. So we're not really promoting public stunting or public road stunting.
Yes.
Again, this is what we're trying to do. There are certain skills, or we could say stunts, or skills like that you need, but you might not use them in your lifetime. But there might come a point whereby, in order for you to save yourself, you need to do a certain thing. I guess what yeah. So we don't really promote stunting more public roads, but here's another catch. We don't have the arenas whereby one can go because come South Africa, stunting it's still not promoted. Because when I go America, whereby they have the parking lots whereby people can go and play and whatnot. So most South Africa get matter. And then once the back wheeling has beaten you, o we mayana hore he ona metsi stupo o skondire o ska wheeling. So that's why I case 22.
Okay. So within the academy, so how do you lesson or manage the learners or the new rider safety?
Okay. How do I? Okay, cool. We'll start car riding and then we'll move to the stunting part. This is what I do is I try by all means to fabricate things that can help people, like whenever I'm teaching someone who's new or someone who has fear of falling biking, we put my video, so I've got rigs to help you, give you that courage or you will never fall.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we do it.
And on the stunting side?
Also, stunting side, you've got rigs
that protect you, or the rigs is it those
wheels? Yeah. I get it. How do I put it? When you're taking the course, the wheelie course, we're starting from a small bike and then we move to a bigger bike. The small bike has those side by side, and then also the one that stops you from flipping. Okay. And then when we move to a bigger bike, we remove that one, and then eventually there's a wheel that you can adjust the height so that you do not flip, but the bike can go side to side. It doesn't only go.
Do you integrate safety gear into the safety gear or protective gear into the riders academy?
Okay. It depends on which course did you take. Yes. I am more on transferring skill over protective gear. Okay. I always get backlash because of that. Okay. Beginners, on the beginners, I'm not really harsh on the safety part, because biking, it's not, I don't know if I should put it, it's not for everyone. It does what people or but protective clothes or riding gear is not cheap. It's really expensive. So you would find most of my beginners, I got level more body jacket, the gloves and whatnot, because of the speed that we're doing. It's not that bad. And then also we've got safety rigs that stops you from falling. Okay, but the main thing that I preach is helmet, because with helmet your head doesn't have a spare. So you really need the helmet. So when we move into intermediate and advanced, that's where I strongly advise for body jacket, your knee guards and whatnot.
So what's one piece of a gear or protective gear that you personally you'd never ride without?
Okay. Helmet, the glove.
Okay, maybe why specifically helmet and glove? I understand for helmet it's for head.
Yeah, helmet's for head. Gloves for muscle. Umut. Waja. And they need to go somewhere. So whenever you're falling, you tend for a grip. So one silly mistake was apparently glove. Okay. So that's that mostly on get a helmet and whatnot. But the backlash on you still need safety in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But most people, they tend to forget that a jacket on its own won't won't save you from death. There is a main thing that is needed for you to avoid certain things, which is riding experience, practicing almost every day.
Okay. So yeah, so what's your taking shot on those people that they own bikes but maybe they ride after 6 months, 3 months, or the seasonal riders actually?
What's my take?
Yes.
No, I do not have a problem. A person can be a seasonal rider, but if we're practicer, then we're good. Because you need to practice. People will say, now I ride 7 days a week. I do not need to practice. And I always shake my head whenever I hear that. Because riding and practicing is two different things.
Okay.
That's why when we go to school, we write notes. Those notes, when you're writing them, I did say nigga. You'll never say, what's the notes, and then I'm ready for the exam. In order for you to take exam, you need to study. Studying and practicing is the same thing.
Okay.
So riding to work 7 days a week, it's like taking notes. You're not doing anything. You're just taking notes. Yes.
So what is it that that person must do actually to actually inherit or indulge the skill?
You need to practice.
In what sense? Maybe you just give it. I don't really understand it yet.
Okay. Let's say in a week, or practice a hour. Give yourself 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Go to an open parking lot. Practice certain things.
Okay.
Then yeah.
Like applying a brake at the emergency response. How do you see the culture of stunt riding evolving in South Africa?
Evolving in South Africa, I don't think anytime soon. Because we still got this mentality of a bike lekase. Okay. So I think we still got a long way to go. So not anytime soon. Remember, in order to evolve, it's also having sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah, and then sponsors, or you need people who are interested in a certain thing, in a certain industry.
Yes.
So I don't think it will evolve anytime soon in South Africa.
Okay. But let's say that time arrives. Do you think that it can also be recognized as a mainstream motorsport in South Africa? Because I see now spinning is becoming a thing and it's gaining a right traction, of which I can say spinning, car spinning, back then it was recognized as a gig activity that it can start. It was just
no, I think with time it will evolve into a known sport in South Africa. But here's the problem. We've got a problem here. People don't wanna put in time into certain things. A simple thing, riding. People, they do not wanna practice. People, they don't wanna go for training. So with stunting, if you do not put time, quarter. So go and now, but hopefully with time things will change.
Yeah. We had a very productive session. Thank you for sharing this gold knowledge with us and our subscribers and followers out there. So I would say, what can you say to someone who wanna ride, who really likes motorbikes, but they have this fear of riding? As you know that motorbikes has been seen or perceived as something which is more dangerous and taking people underground. What word can you say to that person?
Okay. I think let's try to break down something big. A motorcycle is not dangerous. It only becomes danger in the hands of an unskilled rider. So what I would tell them is do the right thing. start a bila. Go for training, and after training, continue training and sharpening your riding skill, and then you will see everything will change.
Okay. So, thank you for that. So now I would say, now it's me. I had a fear of riding. I took your advice. I sharpened my skill. Now I'm ready to buy a bike. I bought a bike, and then now there are family members, parents, sisters, brothers who still have this stigma of saying this is dangerous. There are some other people that they really like bikes, and it's not like it's them who have the fear, but the family members, they have this thing that no, you cannot buy a bike. That thing is dangerous. It killed who and so and so. Why would you wanna buy that? So, what word can you leave for a parent now, or a family member, an uncle or an aunt?
That one is very tricky because in order to change someone's mind, you need to take them, allow them to walk into your shoes. So to change mentality wa someone already I feel it's a lorry something 1 2 3. It'll be a little bit challenging to leave a word to someone, but what can I say? No, but it's a little bit it's a little bit challenging to change someone's mind.
Yeah.
The only way to change someone's mind is to allow them to walk into your shoes. So yeah,
Okay, but now let's put it in this way, ne? I'm a father of two, a beautiful daughter and a very handsome son, and so let's say now I don't love. Let's just say that maybe I'm not into bikes, and one of them or both of them that they want to ride bikes, they want to own bikes, ne? And then they get your academy, they wanna come to your academy, then I accompany them. I'm there, but I'm still having those things that this thing is dangerous. But because they like it, I'm just being there as a supportive parent. What is it that maybe a word that you can tell, that you can advise for me as a parent to let that go?
This is what I normally do. Like I said, it's by allowing them to walk in your shoes. So normally what I do is I take them for a ride.
Okay.
Show them that it's not dangerous the way they think that it's dangerous, and at some point they end up falling in love into the very same thing they don't want to never each other. It's all about ujutamo
442.
Dear boss.